Happy New Year. Welcome back to English Manor TV. Y'all, it is 2024. Every year I think we say the same thing. 2023 has flown by. But new year, new things. Let's prepare for the new year and set this off really good. Make sure we have a good foundation set for the upcoming year. So I guess we'll just do a quick chat because I'm kid free today. It's just my husband and I home, so I can go through a couple things for the new year. So let's start it off. The last video I made was what my kids are getting for Christmas. Christmas went over well. Like I said in the last video, my focus was on pretend play for the kids, and that was a great choice because the amount of times my daughter has done my makeup with her pretend makeup set and cooks food. My son cooks food and feeds us all day. They both got something homemade. So my husband rehabbed a, what you call that? A little kid's armoire dress up set for my daughter. So she has all her play clothes and it has a mirror and a chair and she can sit there and do her makeup. She's been loving that. And then my son got a homemade workbench, which is in his room. So he loves that. He goes back there with his tools. He got actually two tool sets. He got a tool set from us and he got a tool set from his grandpa. So he's been loving that, fixing things. His favorite thing is the hammer. We're thinking maybe in a year or so, we'll get him a more real play set, but I mean a real construction set, but I feel like if we get it for him this year, or we give it to him, because we actually have it, if we give it to him, he's gonna bust up our walls because he loves to hammer everything and he's gonna make holes and things. So maybe another year he can actually have hammers, like a real hammer and screwdriver and things. What else did my kids get? You know, we got our kids the Air Fort this year and it wasn't a hit. Y'all, I'm kind of sad about it because I want to get rid of the nugget. Like I said in the last video, I kind of separated the nugget and sent, I separated the nugget and sent a piece in my daughter's room and a piece in my son's room so they have like just some place to lounge. But I still want to get rid of the nugget because it's massive and it takes up space and I just don't want it. So the point of the Air Fort, which is right here next to me, was we can bring it out, they can play in it and whatnot. Maybe it just hasn't been enough time and they'll play with it later. They have really been playing a lot with their pretend play things and Legos. Legos were a hit. We got Duplos because they're too little for little pieces of Legos, but the Duplos are a hit. My living room is a wreck right now, if you guys can see it. My living room is a wreck. And that I'll clean that up later, but I'm sitting here talking to you guys and trying to do some work, so we're multitasking right now. But yeah, Duplos have been a hit. My son plays with the Duplos every day he's building stuff, wanting us to build stuff with him. So I think that maybe every couple months or so we can get him a new Duplo set, because they're expensive in my opinion for what you get, but he likes putting it together and doing all the things with the Duplo. So I'll invest in that because it's like $20 for a set. Whatever, we'll do it. What else? Oh, the kids also got scooters. The scooters are a hit. We're letting them use the scooters in the house. It's not a big deal. We have enough space that the kids can ride the scooters around the circle, living room, dining room, kitchen, back to their rooms and back. They're not busting up the walls or scratching up anything. Last year, we got them wiggle cars, or they have another name. I can't remember, but they're wiggle cars. You put your feet on, you wiggle it back and forth and it goes straight. My kids don't really do that. They kind of just, they make it go and they glide through the house. But they've been a hit. They use them almost every day. And the scooters are slowly taking the place of that, which I'm okay with it. It gets them to get out some energy and it's working with their coordination and balance. My daughter also got a balance bike, which my dad and mom got her that, and she likes it. She likes her bike because she's never had, well, let me not say that. She had a bike. She had a tricycle, which really wasn't a hit, but she likes the bike and her helmet and all the things, but she doesn't really know how to do it yet, which understandable. It's new. She'll figure it out because she likes getting on it. That's also in the living room as well. We live in Georgia, so compared to the rest of the country or the rest of the East Coast, it's not really that cold, but it's cold enough that we don't want to be outside for extended period of times on a bike. So again, she's doing that in the house as well, which is fine. What else did they get that has been a hit? I really think that's it. Those are the things that really are a hit. And I'm looking around because it's a wreck in here and there's stuff everywhere. But yeah, that was Christmas. So moving on to the new year. So this year we are working on some things for our family, and I'm trying to find it and I can't. So let me run to the bedroom and get it. Hold on. Okay, so like I said, we're working on some things for our family, and we are wanting to just save some money. We have been just saving money the traditional way, you know, in your checking account, whatever. But I think we want to try to find a way to make things a little bit more tangible. So we are, say, hey, Jimmy. You stripping down, you in my videos. I said you're in my YouTube video. You done? No. Oh. Anywho, he didn't want to be in my video. So like I said, we are working on just some financial wellness for our family. So in addition to saving money in our savings account, we are going to do this 100 envelope savings challenge. So there's a few ways that you can do it. We're going to try to do it a little bit more aggressively. So the way it works is you have your 100 challenge. I'm sorry, you probably can't see because of the glare, but you have your 100 challenge. So there's 100 boxes, 100 circles, and you check them off as you go, and then you set it up so you know each number has a corresponding envelope or slot. These are double-sided, so you know 52 is on this side, 57 is on this side, so on and so forth. So we figured, you know, we get paid every 2 weeks, and so there's 2 checks every 2 weeks. So we're going to pull between 2 and 4 envelopes a day. We're going to stuff between 2 and 4 envelopes a pay period. Let me say that. Each. So that has a total of between 4 and 8 each. So we're going to try to aggressively get through this. And once we get through it, it'll be a minimum of $5,050. If we just do it slowly, this will take 6 months, but I think we want to try to do it in 3 months and get through it. So we'll see how this goes. This is our plan. We're going to fill it at minimum 1 time this year. The plan is to do it twice. So then we can save this money and do some other things. We do want to take the kids on a Disney cruise. And we know Disney cruise is probably going to eat up one of these binders to be able to go and do it big, because to us Disney is not something that we'll do frequently or ever. I mean, I've never been to Disney. I went to Disneyland in California, I think that's what it's called, when I was like my kid's age. So I have no memory, no recollection of Disney anything. So we definitely want to take our kids with a couple of our friends who have like age children. So we're hoping to do that this year, the end of the year, but we'll see what comes of that. We're definitely going on a trip somewhere, whether it be a Disney cruise, just a regular cruise, or a flying land destination. We'll be taking our kids someplace this year because they need to experience life and experience the world, and we'll be doing all the things. Okay, so the next thing that I'm working on personally for myself is, anybody who knows me knows that I love a binder. I love a notebook. I have tons of them in front of me and I use them all. So this year I wanted to do a planner. I am about to be 43, and all of this, putting all your stuff on your phone and what you call it, notepads on your phone. I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to put my stuff in a pen and paper notebook, because this is something that I will continue to look at and do daily, weekly, monthly. But if I put something in my phone, I will not come back to that notepad. But this is tangible in my face, and I will have it. So I got this new, I don't know if you can see it. It says my to-do planner. In my planner, and let me tell you, mom of 2 toddlers, or a toddler and a preschooler, I can have nothing to myself. I can have nothing to myself. So they have already scribbled in my notebook, had it out for a day. But anywho, it says my planner, and I'll flip to a blank page so you don't see what I actually wrote. So at the beginning it says your date, days of the week, and it says I am grateful for. So you start off your day saying, or whatever day, because you don't have to do it every single day, but I probably will do it a couple times a week. What I'm grateful for. So that gives you a little bit of mindfulness and grounding to bring you back to things that are important. And then things that I must get done today are the next line item. So for me, I put just kind of simple tasks that I normally would forget about, but need to be done, obviously. The next thing is appointments. Do you have any appointments? Usually would be blank. To-do list. So for me, and how I'm attacking this notebook, is that this will be a to-do list that will be rolling over from day to day, week to week, and I'll check them off as I go, because just because it's on the list doesn't mean it needs to be done today, because it's not in this spot. This list will grow, and this next section gives you notes and stuff. Is just, again, notes and things that you have to keep up with. You have your water intake, so I'll be tracking my water intake on there. So for me, it'll be my fluid intake, not just water. Meal tracking, which is important, and I don't do this. I kind of just eat what I eat. But I need to track my protein and make sure I'm tracking my fluids to make sure everything stays on track for myself. And then health and fitness. And this honestly is one thing that I wanted to make sure I had in my notebook, because it will keep me accountable. I don't take time for myself to work out, and I definitely need to do that this year. I have neglected myself for far too long, and I will be getting back on my Peloton and doing Peloton type activities here in the house. There's plenty of things on the Peloton app that I'll be getting into. That is the goal. And the next thing I got, which really came by surprise because I didn't think this is what I was getting, but we're gonna go with it this year. I got myself the Perfect Planner, and sorry I took the cover off, but this is the Perfect Planner. I got it off Amazon, and the Perfect Planner is, again, you probably can't see it. It's by BK, and it is a bullet keeper. Okay, so again, the pages are blank. Let me flip to February because I already did January. Hold on. Okay, so when you get it, it's completely blank, and you can decorate it and make it do what it do on your own. Okay, so this is what the calendar looks like, and you make it yourself. And then you have your days of the weeks, and again, it's blank. And then I don't know if you can see, but it has, bullets that you can decorate and do what you want to do. And then in the back of the book, you have just free writing. And again, it's dotted, so you can make and do what you want to do. And I'll show you what I've done thus far. So for the month of January, and again, I'm new to this, so I'm learning. As we get further in the year, my bullet journal is going to look better. But I did the month of January, and I just did the days of the week, and then I numbered each box, and I'm starting to write things that I have done and things that I need to do, which for me, this is a very basic journal. A very basic agenda book, calendar, notebook, all of the things. And I'm trying my best to have one place that I write things in. My work things are going to remain on my work calendar, because it's easier for everybody to work-wise to see your calendar, throw things on there rather than me do it on paper. So I have to do it that way. So this is my personal entrepreneurial work for our family will go in here. Kids appointments, husband appointments, all family things will be in this notebook. And on this calendar, work, paid, W-2 employment will be on my computer. Okay. So again, started the month of January, did that. And then I'm on the week 1. So we'll be, filling it in as we go. And again, I'm not an artsy person, so we're going to do our best. Okay. But again, this is week 1. I did get some stickers, which let me show you that now. So I got the Happy Planner stickers. I know these specifically go with the Happy Planner, but I kind of like them, so I'll get more as we go. But this does give you a lot of different sticker options, and it also gives you some notepad options and borders, and a whole bunch of things. And there's a ton of different Happy Planner sticker styles. I did end up getting this from Marshall's, and they, like I said, they had a ton, and they have a ton of just free range stickers. They also have some things called washi tape. Washi tape was crazy expensive to me. This was $22, 50% off. So we got it for $11. Okay. Washi tape was like $25, and it was just straight tape that you can decorate your book with. But to me, maybe as I get further into bullet journaling, I'll want some washi tape, but for now, I think that's unnecessary for me. But maybe if I was artsy, I would want that, but whatever, we'll see. So I'm also working on our goals for 2024. So I did decorate this page, and I'm very proud of it. It's very basic, but I'm very proud of it. So here it says, set goals and crush them. So I was able to design this. So we have our family goals, our business goals, my personal goals, and down here will be other things. So we have more than one family business, and we have our main family business, which is junk removal and hauling, and then I'm trying to dabble into some other things that I may talk about further later on in the year, but briefly, I'm learning how to do government contracting. So I do have other businesses. I'm a CPR and first aid instructor. I have been that for a decade plus. So that is all under another umbrella business, and that will go down here. Goals set for that, and I'll fill it out. As the week goes by, I'll solidify goals and check them off as we go, because I'm a firm believer is write down your goals, make them plain, make them visible, and you'll achieve them. But if it's something you just keep in your head, you're going to forget. But this to me is a commitment that will get done. So yeah, this is my bullet planner journal for the year, and we'll work on that. So to go with this, I did get myself some cute pens. They're for my notebooks, and that will take me through the year. So, other things that are going on for the year for us. So my daughter, Amelia, 2 years old, she's going to be starting dance. So those of you who are all parents know you want to make sure your kids can do everything that you didn't get to do growing up, right? So my family wasn't like a dance family, but I think it's so cute when you see little kids in their tap shoes and their ballet shoes with a little tutu. I want my daughter to experience all the things that I didn't get to do. Not for any particular reason. We just didn't do dance. But there were a lot of dance families in my neighborhood. So I've always said if I had a daughter, she's going to dance at least for a little while. So dance starts on Saturday, and I'm super excited. She's excited too because she's seen her tap shoes. We put on her little outfit, and she's all about it. So she'll be doing dance, and dance is once a week, and it goes until June. It's a little economical, family-owned dance place. So $45 a month plus, your $45 a month tuition, 1 day a week. So 4 or 5 times a month, given the month. And then we'll also be doing, they have a recital. They have a recital in June, I believe it's in June. Maybe it's end of May, mid-June, but they have a recital. So that's exciting. So she'll be doing that. I need to get her costume It's already time to purchase your costumes for the recital, which to me is so early, but I think we're starting mid-season. It's okay. But I'll get her those so she can get ready, but that starts on Saturday.
Like I thought she would have been burned out when she graduated, but went to college today and soon.
So Blake, our 4-year-old, we need to find him an activity. Y'all, it's a struggle. My son is, again, 4 years old, the size of a 6-year-old, but he doesn't meet the age cutoff to do Parks and Rec activities. So everything is like private pay, a la carte, kind of try to figure it out. But he's just not meeting the age cutoff. So we did try to get him into karate, and he's not ready for karate. In his mind, he wants to do karate. He calls it Roddy. I want to do Roddy. So fine, you want to do karate? I'm gonna try to make it happen. So I find a studio, we go to a studio, we do a trial for karate, and it was a small group. It was him and another kid and the instructor and us parents were in the room. They did their trial, and honestly, my son isn't ready for that kind of instruction in a group.
Let's try this. Come over to this blue dot. Behind you. Eyes. Blake. Hey. Hey. What are we about to do? I need to see your eyes, Blake. Can you show me your eyes? What are we about to do? All right, then you gotta focus if you want to break it. Put your foot on the dot. This foot. Put this foot over the dot. Now take this foot, put it behind you. Good. Now hold up your karate fist. Good. Now, Blake, the first thing you're going to do is a practice touch. So go slow. Little touch with your foot. Go slow. Little touch. Go slow. Little touch. Stop. Okay. Now you got to stomp it all the way down with your foot. Loud key out. Ready? Yeah!
And he just wasn't focusing. And my son is newly 4, so he's turned 4 3 months ago. 4 months ago now, because it's January. He turned 4 months ago. So he's new 4. And you wouldn't think he's so young because he's so big. Even the instructor was like, how old is he? And we're like, he just turned 4. Because we went mid last month. We're like, he just turned 4. He's like, oh, the start age is 4 years old for us, but a lot of kids don't start until 5. Because the group setting for karate is like 25 kids. 25 kids, a couple instructors, and they're literally lined up in 3 rows. I saw the class. So they're lined up in 3 rows, and all the kids are doing the instruction together. And my son is young, and he wants to play. And even though this is play and it is fun, but there is still some discipline and instruction to it. And my son is still so young that everybody's doing what they're doing, and my son is kind of prancing in the wildflowers, doing his own thing, beating to his own drum, which, it'll come with time. He has improved so much, and, it is so uplifting to my spirit when people who see my son, who haven't seen him for a long time, can recognize that he has improved. So a friend of mine actually came into town the other day, and just to visit, she's like, oh my God. She's like, Blake has improved so much. He has calmed down. She's like, last time I was here and I saw him, 1 minute he was swinging from the chandeliers. The next minute he was just flying around the room. She's like, now he just sits down and he plays and he interacts with you and he tells you stories and all the things. She's like, he has calmed down so much. She's like, when he gets ready to go to school, which next year he'll be in traditional preschool at our local elementary school. He's like, he'll do great, and I think he will as well. But yeah, so it definitely is uplifting to my spirit when people say that they can see a difference in him, because as parents who see our kids every single day, we can't see the little minute changes. We're looking for the big change, which to me, we're making strides towards the big change, but because I'm here with him every single day, I might not see the little minute changes that other people can see because they don't see him every day. But with that said, we're going to find him another activity. I'm not sure what it's going to be. You know, we've done soccer, we've tried karate, we've done tumbling. I may look back into the tumbling class because they do have an all boys like tumbling ninja something another. I'll look into that because maybe he might enjoy doing that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Try to get him something to do. It is the winter time. Excuse me, it's the winter, so I'm not quite sure what activities they have going on. I know come the summer, come the spring, he'll be able to do football, soccer, baseball, whatever. He has been in his mind wanting to do hockey. We live in Georgia. Hockey is not really a thing here, but he will make himself a hockey stick and play hockey with, you know, whatever he can find. And I don't even know where he got this thing about hockey from. Probably on one of these shows he watches, but he's been stuck on hockey. So I'll look into it and see if I can find something hockey. Maybe they have a floor hockey or a field hockey. That's for girls. Lacrosse is the boys' alternative to field hockey, I think. But again, we definitely have lacrosse. I know we got that. But again, he's only 4, so I don't even think he has the eye-hand coordination to do lacrosse. But we'll see. What else is going on? I think that about sums it up for, you know, things that are happening here in the house. But I'm going to do some work really quick and then clean up the house. And I'll check back with you guys later.